Well, hello. This is Valerie Catonio, and I am the host of the Prison Pod. It has been a while since I have been on here by myself without a guest, so I'm going to take some time today to catch up with everybody. First thing I want to do is remind you that you can write me at the Prison Pod, Post Office Box 294, Orono, Maine, 04473. I love hearing from people, and since I gave out the address right now, the first thing I'm going to do is recognize some of you who have been writing to me. I hope I haven't forgotten anybody. I'm going to try to catch you all. So be patient for a minute as I go through the list. JJ from North Carolina. Andrew from North Carolina. Jeff from South Carolina. Gary from South Carolina. Stephen from Arizona. Harold from Texas. Terrence from North Carolina. Raheem from Maryland. Adam from South Carolina. Tim from North Carolina. And George from North Carolina. A lot of letters from North Carolina. And some of those are from death row, but the other ones are from various facilities, including Nash. So, as you can see, lots of people have been writing. I do try to write everybody back. If I don't write you back, chances are I'm doing a special around your letter, so you may catch it on one of the Prison Pod episodes. So we're wrapping up season 2. I want to let people know that the last couple of recordings had some clicking in them, and I decided to go ahead and post those anyways. The reason being is I tried to go in and edit them, and the only thing I could do is take my voice out completely. So it's just my voice that clicks. All my guests don't click. So they tend to talk more than I do during our interviews. So please bear through it. It was a problem in my recording studio, and I have found another platform to work with, which this particular upload is on. This is the first time using it. Okay, so we've had lots going on this past year. Uh, I've been doing the Prison Pod now for a year and a half, and we've covered every topic I can think of. Not really. We have lots of other topics coming up. One of the next topics that we'll be working on is around the sex offender registry. I know that's a sensitive topic, but there are many people that are coming home who need information about housing and job security and how to navigate their communities as they return. We will also hopefully be talking to somebody that is opposed to the registry and also a clinician. So that is going to be in 2 parts, possibly 3. I'm still always looking for topics, so if you have an idea that of something that you would like covered on the Prison Pod, don't forget to write to me. Let me know. I've had some people say, well, I didn't want to write because I think you get swamped with letters. That's all right. Eventually, I will get to your letter. And it doesn't take me that long. I really try to have a turnaround about within 2 weeks of getting back with someone, unless it is something that I'm going to feature on a show. Okay, so now some of you are aware that I'm doing some work out of death row. I want to recognize the men that I have had contact with there in one way or another. There's quite a group there that have been writing or participating with me to provide me with some materials. So I would like to recognize them at this point. Joshua, Terrence, Paul, George, James, Marcus, Mario, Rodney, Saron, Michael, Fernando, John M., and Jason. And again, I hope I didn't forget anybody. I try to keep a good list going, but sometimes I do drop a name, and if I forgot you, call me on it. Send me a letter and say, hey, you forgot to mention me on the air. So I'm hoping that some of you will take the time to listen to my last piece that I'm going to post, and that is an update about the next few months, what's going on um, with the Prison Pod podcast. I have other productions that I am working on, and right now I'm working on some pieces out of Death Row. And I won't talk much about that because that's on the other recording. I would like to take a moment to recognize Stephen Matthew Clark and Leo Hilton. Both of them are at the Maine State Prison. Stephen is running a monthly gathering called the Awakening Exchange, which is people from all over the world that are gathering online to talk about how we can make changes around incarceration. And Leo is doing work around peace and reconciliation studies, and he is teaching at Colby College. So I wanted to take the moment to really commend both of these gentlemen for all the hard work that they're doing to with their own education, but how much they're sharing with the community. Stephen has been a big help to me with several things that I've had some problems with recordings or just questions about how to word something. And both men have had some presentations that have been very beneficial to many of us that are out here doing the work. Let's see. Again, if you have any questions or comments or show suggestions, please write to me. I'd love to hear from you. It will get to me if you just write Prison Pod, Post Office Box 294, Orono, Maine 04473. I hope to cover some more around Pell Grants and education in the prisons. There's a lot being covered out there right now. I need to catch up on some of the materials myself before I can share it with all of you. So the last upload for the tablets is June 30th, and that is on or about when this will be going on your tablets. And the next batch of videos, or the next batch of podcast will be up, I believe, in September. Again, I'm looking for topics and I'd like them to come from you, so please write me. I'm going to keep this short, and I may have one more piece go up before everything is uploaded to Adovo, but I'm not sure. Again, I'd like to thank you all for joining me on the Prison Pod. It's really a pleasure to come and talk to you and to hear from you. And remember, never give up on hope because miracles happen every day.